Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Hillman. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Cowboy 80. 65.
2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 yards. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
70, Warriors, 70. Big Lion. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Hillman. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, and we got 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Come on.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
First down.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Viking 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Go.
Off play action. Mathis. That's caught. Puka Nacua. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? Cooking, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on third down. Mathis. A heavy motion, down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Lions 3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Lions
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Track 60. Track 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Mathis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 by 79 Broncos. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Mathis. Oh, that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 42 2 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Viking 18. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll fight forward at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hillman. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Mathis. The toss here completed to Pittman. Calling a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Go.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
60 Bison. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Ready, ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79, 19, 8.
They'll go to the air here, 3rd and 2. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach told his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Runs over him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Mitchell. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Once more with Mitchell. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Rams 17, Lions 6. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Able to slither by. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, set.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as they
6.
stop it with 19
Makes it
seconds to
3rd
go in
and
half
4.
number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
19, Panther Street. Panther Street, Buffalo 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Crotch.
Warrior 70, Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Chop 19, Chop 60, Chop 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Kaimi
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Mathis. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Come on. 19, Tiger, 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Lion. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Mathis. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check, hurt, let's go.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but close there quickly at the end. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Bronco 80. Seven Pirates. Let go.
Looking to throw. Hillman. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Third. Ready.
Hand off now to Gibbs. He will push his way down to about the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Unlock line. 60 Bison. Ready.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Lions 21, Rams 20. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. Ready.
Second and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for LA. 54 yards.
First and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Mathis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Let's go now. 19.
Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath.
He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 97 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mathis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And taken right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Tight end. Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hillman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Lions
Okay,
first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
At the
Come on,
34-yard
come on.
line.
Hey. Cowboy. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Hillman. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Operating from the gun. Hillman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mathis toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. That quick throw there is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Seven Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19, 18. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rig.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for the outright. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And it crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
14 more yards.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Got it. Ready? Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Mathis. Oh, the ball comes out. They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this offense on third down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And backs it away and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 53-yard
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Pause here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Second and 14. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Now he's loose again. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown where they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter, this drive becomes very critical. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Rams 30. Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On the jump.
Now it's second and 10.
Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Hillman. And we caught it. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Now run by Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Hillman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for second down.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. An extra point by Ryland up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
42. Rams 30. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay.
They'll come up. 1st and 10 here.
60 Maverick. 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Mathis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mathis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass. Exactly.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. Spot back fires in a big way.
36.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make